Yeah, well, let's talk about that deck for a little bit, Reanimator. We saw that a bit in Barcelona for the Block Pro Tour, right? And I think it was like Vincent Lamone was playing Travis Wu's Brew, the sweet Angel of Glory's Rise deck, with Cathedral Sanctifier, a bunch of humans, trying to bring them all back with that. But what else did that Reanimator deck gain from Return to Ravnica?
Grizzly Salvage is a big one, and Deathrite Shaman is another one that if you do go down the heavier green route, you have that in addition to Arbor Elf or Avacyn's Pilgrim, whichever one you want to play. And that does a bunch of cool things, like if you are playing Grizzly Salvage and you're playing like Faithless Looting or Tracker's Instinct, like that guy's going to be a Birds of Paradise whenever you want it, and you can also use it to like gain life or use it as an additional threat. So I think that card's pretty good, but I'm not sure if that version is the best one. Like the Pro Tour version was just like white, black,
like red, I think.
Yeah, splashing like Huntmaster, off both colors or whatever. And that one just like didn't mess around with like any of the mana guys.
Sure.
Which is reasonable, I think. Like Cathedral Sanctifier isn't that bad, especially if you are Angel of Glory's Rising. Like I think that build might just be better against zombies because once you do Angel them, like not only does their board get wrath, but like you actually get a bunch of good things back too. So we haven't necessarily tried like making our decks more block oriented, right? But
I the early like problems with that is you can't ever turn 3 your combo, and in that format it was impossible to do that because you just had to have the nut perfects. But if we're running if we can find a way to play Faithless Looting or something, I think like turn 3, turn 4 combos are going to happen a lot.
When you say combo, what exact combo are you talking about?
Like just reanimating a fatty, just getting not like an actual infinite
with
combo.
with Unburial Rights targeting something that you
just Unburial Rights targeting one of the angels, Angel of Serenity or Angel of Glory's Rise, something like that.
Oh, the new Exile Angel.
Yeah, it's
that
really
card
good.
that card seems absurd.
Yeah, it's very good reanimation target. But the thing that I like about the Shaman is Lingering Souls can actually beat a Messenger with an active Shaman, so that's kind of cool, but that's pretty much the only reason I want Lingering Souls. Like just because it can come back and it can interact a little bit, but you need a Shaman in play, so I don't know. Like Reanimator definitely is a deck that I think is going to find a home in the format, but not in the first couple of weeks. Like there's going to be players out there that are just going to be the runners, the builders of this deck. They're going to keep playing it. They're going to keep losing. They're going to go back to the drawing boards, find the great things. One of them's finally going to spike a tournament, and then that's the starting ground for everyone to just start brewing on this deck. But until somebody actually does that,
I do think this deck has a lot of potential, and I agree that there's not going to be like a consensus best list in the first couple weeks, but like you do have Lingering Souls, you have Thrag Tusk, those things like didn't exist in block, and those cards are both pretty good against zombies just for like buying you time, and then you do need to like do something that goes over the top of them with one of the angels or whatever. So I do like that strategy, and that's one of the things that I think I'm going to be working on just because I do think it has a shot against zombies, but it is kind of like, I don't know, it makes me nervous to play it in the first couple weeks because there's like the new white enchantment that
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. That exiles everything. There's still Grafdigger's Cage. Ari Lax posted a zombie list that had Tormod's Crypt, which is like, Reanimator deck doesn't exist, but that's a strategy that could actually be good against me. Therefore, I'm going to play these. So
hate it out of the format before the set's even released.
Yeah, kind of.
A lot of decks like Black White Tokens had that happen too.
Yeah, exactly.
It got hated out before it existed.
Yeah, it was hyped up so much.
Yeah, and so like